It's Friday, March 24th. Another state champion at BHS, award-winning teachers, and how funny are you? All this and more in this week's edition of the Stinger on Air. Good morning, BHS. I'm Braxton Rollison, and this is the Stinger on Air. We have another state champion on campus. Mason Deese competed in the South Carolina High School Strength Coaches Association Strength Competition. Stinger on Air's Michael Escamilla has more.
Mason Deese has spent a lot of time in the weight room, and now he has a state championship to prove it.
And I ended up broad jumping 8'7", and then we warmed up for squat. I squatted 425, and then we benched, and I hit 245.
Mason says he owes his success to his friends and coaches.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Coach Susie, let's see, Pardue helped me out. Jeff Ariola, he's one of my coaches, and a few other guys.
Strength alone wasn't the only thing that made Mason a powerlifting champion. The positive attitude this jacket had made it possible.
As the weight gets heavier, you're thinking to yourself, like, oh, there's no way you can do this, But you just got to get under the bar and do it.
He put the work in. That room's gotten better in 2 years now, and we're hoping to make it better again in another year. So,
Coach Susie says Mason's efforts, along with other lifters, is making the Buford weight program stronger.
You can see the results, and that's what's happened to him and some of the other guys now. And this is the first time, I think, I've been to a state strength meet in a long time. And it's good because now, a lot of people were asking, who's Buford? Well, where's Buford? No, we're not at Charleston. It's not that school. So that's a good thing, is getting the name out there.
Susie says his goal whenever he got here was to get the weight room going in the right direction. And now the athletes are now seeing the results of the hard work and seeing the program grow.
It's all hard work. You can't get nothing done that you want without hard work,
While we may not all be powerlifting champions, we can take Mason's actions and words to heart by working hard to achieve our goals no matter what our dreams may be. For Stinger on Air, I'm Michael Escamilla.
Thanks, Michael.
So when you go to prom this weekend, have fun, have the best time. My son Brandon didn't even get to make it to prom. And seniors, when you go out for senior week, have the time of your life. You don't have to include alcohol or drugs.
With prom being tomorrow night, representatives from the Counseling Services of Lancaster, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and WRHI were on campus Thursday to encourage students to make smart decisions on prom night. Don't forget that prom starts at 7 and ends at 11. The theme is a night in Vegas. We remind you to have fun and stay safe.
Ms. Herndon, we are very proud and so thankful to let you know that you have been named and honored as the 23-24 Buford High School Teacher of the Year.
Buford High Teacher of the Year award winners were named this week. English teacher Emily Herndon was named our school's Teacher of the Year award winner, and Lauren Hill, who also teaches English, was named the Beginning Teacher of the Year for Buford High. We will have more on both of these great teachers on next week's Stinger on Air. This year there's a new art teacher at BHS. Stinger staffer Riley Beckham has posted a profile of Courtney Hawks and the BHS art program on our website. Here's a quick preview.
Art is being able to express yourself visually. So whether it's through three-dimensional art or two-dimensional art, it's being able to get out what you're thinking, what you're feeling, if there's a statement you want to make, just getting all of that out of your mind and your heart and into a physical space. I love teaching art. It has its challenges. It definitely does. But, I figure if I can just find one thing that a student enjoys, then, I'm successful. Because art isn't for everyone. And a lot of people that sign up for art are just here to get the credit. And I understand that. But, it should be something that's fun. And so I try to keep it low pressure, and my expectations are simply that you try and you put in your best effort.
Now for a quick look at sports. Reese Sutton and Kenzie Bundy signed to play soccer at the University of South Carolina Lancaster on Wednesday. Family members were on hand to support the Lady Jacket soccer seniors. Congratulations, Reese and Kenzie. Speaking of soccer, the Lady Jackets continued their winning ways on the pitch Tuesday night against the Arbor Brook Christian Academy, downing the Falcons 3-2. The boys soccer team play host to county rival Andrew Jackson tonight. Game time for JV is 5:30 and varsity plays at 7. From the pitch to the diamond, the Lady Jacket varsity softball team defeated the Central Pageland Eagles on Tuesday night 11-1, and JV won 10-6. The boys baseball team looked to rebound tonight against Cheraw after a tough loss on Tuesday to the Braves, giving up 4 runs in the 7th to lose 4-1. Tonight's game begins at 6:30. Make sure to get out and support our Jackets.
So a bear walks into a bar.
It's the Tell Us a Joke Redemption Tour on Stinger on the Street today, and that is coming up right after Belk's Buzz.
Great. Thanks, Braxton. Appreciate the toss. All right. Good morning, Jackets. Hope everybody's doing well on this Friday. Wanted to start off for, first of all, birthdays. We don't have any staff birthdays for this week. We have one coming up next week. We'll make it special on Friday. Jacket pride, remember, personal responsibility, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence. We have 3 recipients this week. First of all, shout out to Ms. Cooper as well as Ms. Jacob for recognizing these individuals. I always thank you for finding what you're looking for and recognizing our kids when they're showing Jacket pride. Our recipients are Mr. George Truesdale, Ms. Courtney Plyler, and Mr. Tyler Tilson. So thank y'all so much for showing that Jacket pride. Come up during your own time, get your little shout out, your Cersei. And then Tyler, you are our t-shirt winner for this week. So again, thank y'all for showing that Jacket pride. Keep up the great work. All right, diving in, just some awareness items as we approach next week. We realize we are 5 days away from spring break. I'll talk more about that in a quick second. But in the meantime, just some things to be very aware of and keep in the forefront as we get into next week. First of all, we will be in homeroom during flex time on Monday. Okay, so when we get back into the swing of things on Monday, remember you are going to homeroom for flex time on Monday. The purpose of that is to intro and take care of some items that are going to help make Thursday, which is our college and career day. It's going to make that a special day, but very relevant and meaningful for you all. Okay, so Miss Darby Threep, she's got some great things planned to walk you through during homeroom during flex time on Monday. Okay, so just be very aware of that, and those items will be walked through with you when you get to that point. Okay, but make sure you're paying close attention to that because we want Thursday, the 30th, which is our college and career day, which will be taking place during first and second periods. We want that to be a wonderful experience for you. We talk about that ideal Buford graduate and what our college and career day committee, along with Ms. Threet, have planned for you is a wonderful opportunity to see and experience a lot of great things that can help you keep that end in mind that we always talk about, okay? So just be mindful for that next Thursday and then homeroom on Monday to help prepare for that event, all right? Really, really excited about that. Huge shout out to our folks for planning this wonderful event for you all right? Lastly, looking ahead to next week on Friday, the day before spring break, we will run our Jacket Pride schedule. Remember, we will not follow bells on this date. We will announce when we transition, but this is our recognition for the second grading period of the spring semester, okay? So shout out to those that are eligible for Jacket Pride. And then also remember that growth mindset as you talk about what is next. It's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. Taking advantage of the opportunity to grow and be eligible for Jacket Pride for the third grading period. That's our focus, okay? So with that being said, just looking at some things to be aware of as we get into this final stretch before spring break. I have a quote to share with you. That quote's from an anonymous source, but it simply says, "You gotta train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, or else you will lose yourself every time." And you've heard me say before, and I'm going to say this again, it's extremely important to keep your thoughts ahead of your emotions. Because the reality of being a human being is we're emotional people. We're emotional beings. And that's a natural part of being a human. But it's how you respond to those emotions that's critical. Okay? Because in life, if you let your emotions dictate your decisions or how you respond or your actions, we're probably going to lose ourselves more times than not. So the reason I bring this up to us, this includes our faculty, our staff, our students, everybody. We realized right before this break There is going to be some emotion getting prepared and ready for that. Don't lose yourself in that emotion. Keep your thoughts, keep your focus in the forefront, because I guarantee you we want to make sure that we finish strong and go to spring break in a very positive and strong way. Okay? So just be mindful of that as a thought for this next week. Keep your thoughts ahead of your emotions. Don't lose yourself. Stay true. Stay focused. Stay committed to yourself and who you want to be here at Buford High School. I appreciate you, care about you. I want us to have a great Friday, and when the time comes, have a great and safe weekend. Go Jackets.
Thanks, Mr. Belk. So what do you call a cow with no legs? Oh wait, the jokes are what today's Stinger on the Street's all about. Michaela Cato and Riley Beckham are trying to get y'all to redeem yourselves with better jokes.
The last time we asked you guys to tell us a joke, it was... Yeah. So we're giving you guys a chance to redeem yourselves. Tell me a joke.
Why do ducks have tail feathers?
I don't know why.
To cover their butt cracks.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know why.
Nobody knows he got hit halfway through.
Just look in the mirror.
Oh. All right. Tell me a joke.
Okay, so I'll hold the microphone. So a bear walks into a bar. He goes and sits down at the bar with the bartender, but he doesn't say anything for a while. He finally says, "I'll take a water." The bartender looks at him. He's like, "Why the big paws?" And the bear says, "I'm not sure. I was born with them."
JD, come here.
What's a penguin's favorite snack?
I don't know.
A burrito.
Why are chickens funny?
Why?
Why the squirrel climb up the tree?
Why?
To get the nut.
Knock.
Who's there?
I don't know.
I don't know who.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Why did the banana go to the doctor's?
I don't know why.
Because he didn't feel well.
Tell me a joke.
Right there.
This time it was a little bit better, but I'm convinced you guys get your jokes from your dads. That's all for this week's Stinger on the Street with Michaela Cato and Riley Beckham.
Thanks, Michaela. And the answer is ground beef. Thanks for watching this edition of the Stinger on Air. If you like what you see, speak to your guidance counselor to join the Stinger staff by taking journalism next year. A big shout out to our sponsors. It would be hard to do this without them. If you would like to become a Stinger sponsor, check out the Buford Stinger website or contact Matt Collier at matthew.collier@lcsd.k12.sc.us. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Until next week, I'm Braxton Rollison for Stinger on Air.